An actual election was influenced by a Minecraft server. I am dead serious, and trust me, it's crazier than you think. Now, Minecraft servers are no stranger to hosting some of the craziest real-life events, whether that's a rock concert, church service, or something even crazier. But influencing an election takes the cake in my book. It was March 2022, and all of France was just a couple short weeks away from their election. For this election cycle, there are many candidates, but only two that had a real chance of winning, that being incumbent President Emmanuel Macron and Comité Génie Party nominee Marine Le Pen. This same matchup actually happened 5 years previously, with Macron beating Le Pen by over 20 points. But unlike last time, Macron was only polling slightly above Le Pen, and there's a real threat that his tenure as president of France could end. There are many reasons why he was a lot less popular with the French populace, so we knew that he would have to get creative with his campaign, especially towards the younger generation of France. This would lead Macron and his campaign team into uncharted territories, giving birth to the first Minecraft server dedicated to a political candidate, that being incumbent President Emmanuel Macron. This server was not your typical high pixel or cubecraft, as honestly, it was as different as they come, and here's what I mean. As soon as you spawn in, you're thrown into a world that resembles the shape of France, with French-inspired builds all around and campaign ads right in front of you. If you try interacting with other players, you really can't, as other than pointing at them or making gestures, all chat is prohibited, and you can't even express yourself through your skin, as they changed that as well. So what can you do then if you can't interact with other players? Honestly, not that much, as you can't break blocks or participate in events. All you can do is interact with NPCs and explore the French-inspired map. For example, Macron would have NPCs explain some of his policies and then have some sort of build to portray said policy. Other than that though, there's really nothing left to do on the server. So what's the significance of all of this, and will this type of campaigning be common going on into the future? Well, in terms of the significance, I think it's a pretty important milestone, and not just political advertising, but advertising in general. As since this world just continues to move more and more into the digital space, you can expect this trend to continue, not just in Minecraft, but in other games and digital spaces as well. The way Macron did it was not the best in my opinion, because if you truly wanted to sway voters, then you have to keep them on the server for hours at a time. But since it was pretty boring other than the French-inspired builds, I doubt it really left an impression on anyone. I think the idea was there, but the execution was poor, as walking around the map to see Macron's policies isn't exactly what a so-called young voter would want to do on a Friday or Saturday night. So whereas I don't think digital campaigning is there just yet in actually being a useful way to reach voters, as we saw with the Macron server, it's at least a possibility, which means that one day, no matter how far off in the future that may be, digital campaigning will be the new normal for elections.